Yes, sir. Can you see the screen? Hello, teacher.
Yes, you can begin now.
Hello, teacher and everyone. Welcome to Group 2. We have 33 members. Today, we will discussion about picture 2. This is the table of contents. 1. What to see from the picture. 2. What to think of. 3. When and how money is used from intrinsic. And 4. When money becomes powerless. Now we will beginning in the number 1. What to see from the picture. In the picture, we can see that this is a rich man with a long nose pointing at the blackboard. Is writing a special math problem. No blood dollar equal yes. And he is particularly pointing the dollar sign. Now we will come to Anh to understand more about the picture.
Hi everyone. With the question, what to think of after seeing the picture, we thought that people tend to listen to who are wealthy and have high status. And we usually believe things that they are said to be true. And we can see that in the picture, the rich man is teaching about the power of the money. Something impossible plus the money, it will become possible. So we can say that money is the best solution to a lot of problems. As we can see in the picture, the man has a very long nose, which makes him look like he lying. His long nose may imply that he tells lies and does indecent things like Pinocchio. That's the reason why we should not believe what he says. We have to consider what he said from many aspects. And next, Công Nguyên will work with you to find out the net content.
Good afternoon, teacher and friends. I'm Nguyen, and I will continue our presentation about the third part, when and how money is used for injustice. You can see the picture reflects a common problem in today's society. Money can buy everything, including the truths and opinions of others. Someone can use the money to make things go from wrong to right, from no to yes. It does not matter if the problem is right or wrong, as the money can turn good things into bad and vice versa. And the first illustration I will going to show you is about the old days. You can see that in this time, some rich people were willing to spend money to buy slaves to satisfy their own demand. As can be seen from the picture, slaves was those who had no money and they had to serve the rich no matter how bad they were hit and scolded. And another section worthy of our consideration is medical. Nowadays, people can change their appearance if they aren't satisfied with it. Change your appearance, body defects that make you unhappy by spending money on plastic surgery. And additionally, with regard to health, when a rich are seriously ill, they can use their money to buy the poor's organs just for treatment, so they can live longer and enjoy their wealth. And the third thing that we want to share is about career and study. Some people, such as celebrities or businesses, give the money to journalists to cover their scandals, and some write to pass exam or to get enrolled, such as in the National High School Examination in Vietnam. You can just give money to pass it. And some companies, they also accept the bribe to get the people having wealthy background to work without the skills or experience that other candidates do. And people gain high status in society with money. A rich and high-status man's work are often considered valuable since he can make people approve of everything he says, even if he says the wrong views, they are still accepted and supported by others. And the final element that money has the ability to control is crime. Criminals may use their money to bribe the court to get away from crime. Some can use their money to hire gangsters to do bad things for them. And the politicians or business people may use the money for voter fraud or in other political activities. And besides, money can also provide people with the power of doing whatever they want to do and whatever that might be. Money can buy witnesses to correct testimony, and they can use money to ask other people to substitute and be put in prison instead of the one who committed the crime. And thanks for your listening. That is the end of my part. And Bảo Ngân will be the one who goes along with you in the next part. What cannot be sold with money?
Good afternoon, teachers and friends. My part now is to present you about the aspects in life that cannot be controlled or solved with money. So here we have a questions of when is money really powerless? The first thing that we can see is, and it is undeniable fact that money cannot buy lost health. Many people only worry about making money, how to earn more, how to make more profit, and completely forgetting about their own health. When they are in danger, it is too late to use all the money they have for treatment. Only when they are on their deathbed do they discover that money has no meaning at all, and only to discover that they have not lived meaningful even once. Secondly, money cannot buy time. Time that has passed away can never come back. The only moment of time you have right now is the present. And no matter how much money you have, you can't buy more time to your day. You still have the equal amount of 24 hours a day, just like any other people. And thirdly, money cannot build trust. People can use money to buy fame and fortune and property to convince other people to come to them, to listen to them. However, though these effects only last for a short time, and if they do something indecent or illegally, the trust they have been building will be lost forever. Fourth is that money cannot buy sincerity. When you earn a huge amount of money, it is undeniable and it is inevitable that a lot of people might approach you for material things or for their own good without actually caring for you or looking after for you. And number 5 is that money cannot buy personality. If you want to train your personality, you have to really rely on your own perception, your own awareness to develop your personality. And on the other hand, somebody, despite having a huge amount of money, but if that person has bad reputation or is not good, you will know that the money cannot compensate for their own personality. Next, it is understandable that money cannot give us a true family. Many people believe that the more people they earn, the happier their family will be. But what they don't realize is that their family actually needs them, not the money. The money can be easily learned, but you only have one family. You only have your loved one only live for a life. And if you spend most of your time just doing most of your time on working to earn more money without actually supporting your family, the money will not bring you true happiness. Another thing is that money cannot give us passion. Money can definitely buy material things, but the passion and the enthusiasm that you have for life cannot be bought by any kind of money or gold. When you're really passionate about something and you dedicate all your heart to it, at some point you will achieve what you want. But if you don't have that passion, no material possession can buy it for you. And of course, money can get a status, but not necessarily respect. The more money you have, the higher status in the society you might get to. But if you can't use that money to do good to the society, to give values, to contribute to the better of the people around you, you cannot earn their respect. You need to constantly prove it by your ability and your responsibility with the society. And lastly, money can't give us knowledge. You have to learn and discover for yourself. Of course, we can use money to go buy books, buy the courses online, but definitely not knowledge. You have to actually engage in those books, those classes to get what the knowledge is about, to get all the lessons. And you have to make effort to spend time on learning those stuff, which cannot be bought by money. And so here, I would like to remind us all that money cannot give us everything. You see, you can buy a house, but not a home. You can get a clock, but not time. Furthermore, just like I said, you can easily earn a position with a lot of money, but not respect. You can have a bed, but not sleep. So please take good care of yourself. And you can collect books, but not knowledge. And of course, you can spend your money to buy medicine, to buy any kinds of treatment, but if it is too late, you can never bring back your health. And similarly, you can buy blood, but not life. And so here are the final message for you. Money can definitely give you many things in life and help you get ahead in the rat race. But the core values of life stay priceless and cannot be bought even with an infinite amount of money. And so there are more important things in life than just money. And I hope you realize that there are more to life and there are other people who actually care about you, other things that you should pay attention to and put effort on other than just making money. And that is the end of our group presentation. This is a summary of the group member and their roles in this presentation today. Please, Mr. Kang, can you screenshot it?
Because I will have the file later, so don't worry about it.
Yes, thank you. And thank you all again for your attention.
Thank you very much. It's quite clear to all of you. So I have a question now. If you are in the situation that you really believe, or have you ever been in the situation that you really believe that money can help you solve the problem? Have you ever been in a situation that you believe money can help you solve the situation? The question is to group 2.
Yes, actually, I've been through quite a number of situations that money can help solve the problem much easier and quicker. Although they are not related to crimes or bribing, it's just the daily task that I need to do in my life in my school. For example, I remember there were a time when my friends and I had to move the costumes and the tools for our coming dance in the festival at school to from school to another place where we would gather and practice our dance. But there were only three of us, and we were both girls with only 2 motorbikes, and we couldn't handle all of the costumes and the tools. So we decided to each spend a small amount of money to call a taxi, and then we would put all the costumes and tools into the taxi, so the taxi can bring to that place for us. And without that money, we would have to spend a lot more time moving back and forth to deliver all of the packages.
In your presentation, Europe mentioned something about the private money to get easy or better results in education or something. So what do you think about that? Is that happening in our society, and how to prevent it?
Well, that actually happened a few years ago. I couldn't. It is our weakness to not include in the actual event in figures, just as you commented. But it actually happened in some provinces in the north, and a lot of students whose family paid huge amounts of money to buy them 10 or even more than 10 points in their total scores of the national high school exam. And I'm not sure if that still happens now, but I think that taught us a lesson of the wrong use of money and relationships to reach the goal that affects not only those who pay the money, but also those who don't. Like the other students have to work really hard. They have to study a lot, and then realize that the others, those who didn't study at all, can get much higher score than them because they paid money, and that brings unfairness and injustice to the educational aspects in particular, and also the whole society, the society in a whole.
Okay, thank you. How about in learning English? Let's have a look at that. So if you look at the ability or the competence of using language and gaining knowledge from reading books, so does money really matter in that situation? Or the person who really spend time on learning will decide the quality?
It is the learner himself decides his progress and whether he can reach his goal or not, because he can spend a lot of money buying books and courses, but if he skip them, he buy books and then he leave them, he put them aside, he buy the course but he didn't attend them, he won't gain anything at all from what he had paid for. Compared to someone with less money, but he spent more time going to the school library or spend more time on researching and studying the given materials, he will surely be able to make further progress and eventually reach his goal in being a proficient language learner.
Yeah, it's nice to hear that. And it's means that you understand quite well about the situation. So if we relate this situation to the first picture, we can easily see that if we don't spend time to learn and experience in the university or at the university or in the university time, it means nothing. It will give you nothing. Okay. So thank you very much for group 2. And now we move on to group 3. Thank you.